Set to match up between the Buffalo Bills and the New York Jets. The calendar has turned to December, and we're in the home stretch now as we're underway in Week 13.
You're still losing them. I know.
What? Share with me.
Screaming, look up. I'm like, what? I'm like, that. Oh shit, the ball coming. All I hear, look up. I'm like, huh? The ball. Every time you scream, look up, I just so scared. Every time you say look up, I just
blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started.
Lock down the
3 yards here, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 13. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes.
I think I saw a sharp shot created.
On 2nd down, here's Allen finding a safety valve here. That's complete, and down he'll go at the 20.
So it gave it an animation. They had touched it. They gave it an animation, and then they gave me the rebound. Oh shit! Oh damn! Didn't expect that.
Yeah, I've been to 3.
Damn, press square didn't even do nothing. All right, good job, Chris Short.
So now an early 3rd and 10 here on their opening drive.
All right, get the fuck out of here. Three.
Throwing now is Allen. And a big loss here as he's taken down. You know, last week it was unbelievable how many times they were in the backfield. They had 7 sacks. Whatever they had for pregame meal last week, maybe they had it again.
I think they're going to continue to repeat it if they keep this up. But remember, we were at their facility, and we walked past the defensive meeting room, and what did it say over the door? Rush the passer. It's a philosophy. It's a statement. That's who they want to be, and they've been very successful with it.
Yeah, an opening drive sack.
Yeah. That's probably your replacement.
Good starting position for the Jets as they come up 1st and 10.
Well, before you, maybe?
A first carry for Trenton Cannon. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. But you often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
Yeah, okay. Okay, whatever.
On the ground, this is T.J. Yeldon. And this time he's able to take it down to 42. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down.
Fuck you, dude. You broke my heart. Fuck your friend.
Watching that, Barney!
Fuck your dog.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he's going to take it down to about the 35 here. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7. Leaves him with a 2nd and 3. The success there, Charles, coming on the outside of the field, the ground game. Curious to see if that continues as we progress.
That's the best breakup song ever right there.
Variety in play calling and usually between run and pass. But in this case, with strictly the run game, you can be creative there as well. Run it inside, run it outside, keep the defense off balance.
And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. Give him 15 yards on that one, and the Jets move the chains.
I hope you dog
Couple of nice
never
carries back
comes home. He can't rip it off the signs and shit.
Yeah, these aren't bare bones runs now. I mean, they're getting substantial yardage, the kind of yards you're looking for, right? Let's go ahead and use a cliche. Stay ahead of the change, right? 5 or more yards each time. That's what you're looking for, setting a tone.
Oh, got it back. Okay, made up for it.
Sign on the opening drive.
Man, baited the
First
whole
red zone
defense.
opportunity now for the Jets. 1st and 10 right at the 20. They'll run it now out of the gun. And just a couple yards there down to the 17.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. What's that, 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this
Man
drive.
down,
And like
run
you
down.
said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it.
Damn. My boy blew his kneecap open.
Watch it now, Barney. Barney. Gun.
Off the play fake, he'll look to
Hit when you strip it
throw.
like now.
Buying time to his left. And he just
Yeah,
chucked
yeah,
that
you
one out of
might-
bounds, out of everyone's reach.
Oh.
Maybe a wise call not to take a
I
sack in
tried-
this
I
part
tried
of the
to-
field. It brings up 3rd down.
Fuck you, dog. I'm down court. Oh, shit. Whee. White.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8.
Well, that's because I dropped somebody. I'll probably play this one.
They're going to look to throw. This is caught. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Good though.
Watch it now, Barney. Barney.
What up?
Gun.
You get that?
Oh!
They'll
You
try
good,
to run
man?
for it on 1st and goal. And he is in. Touchdown, New York. A great play
he's running,
there.
getting the
His
score up.
4th touchdown on the year. And the Jets have taken a 1st quarter lead.
I wish I had this song on before when I made that deep
Out
call.
comes the
I'm
kicking
gonna say
team
real
here for
quick
the
and then
extra
put the damn
point.
song on the damn video quick.
Green. You said that there.
Point after, right down the middle. And it's now a 7-0 game.
Hey, now he's lying on the cold.
Oh, Lord.
Flooded, flooded, flooded.
The kickoff. So
Deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of 1st downs, and hopefully flip the field.
yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here, and what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while, get at least 2 1st downs, give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Hurry up. Here we go. 3:19. 3:19.
Now Allen throwing on 2nd down. Dancing to his left. And he will go down outside of the pocket for a sack. Tried to get away, but could not. Leonard Williams. He's the one to get him, and that's sack number 7 for him on the year. They've had touchdowns on both of their drives thus far, but now they face a 3rd and long.
Now let's go. Blue landed.
Throwing is Allen on 3rd. And almost picked off. I guess the good news for them now, it's 4th down.
I think the punter might start to get into a pretty good rhythm here if he keeps getting opportunities. But that's the last thing his team wants to have happen, right? The last thing you want to see is your punter feeling pretty good because he's out there all the time.
Yeah, 1st quarter only, but they're 0 for 2 on 3rd down conversions to start this thing. New York set to take the field. They'll be looking to duplicate the efforts of drive number 1 that resulted in 7 points in this 7-zip lead.
Well, you know how much I enjoy horse racing, right? Looks like they caught a flyer out of the gate, as they would say when you're running the big-time races. Means they get out to a fast start. They're setting the pace, making the other team chase now.
They'll run. This is Cannon. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. The completion good. This is Eric Ebron. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. First time they've hooked up here. Good for 17 and a first down. With Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin with you. It's the Jets in possession as we begin quarter number 2 here. And they've got it here with a first down. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
All right, here we go. Green, 39. Green.
A first down carry now for Yeldon. Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
All right, now, lucky 56.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Out of the backfield, it's T.J. Yeldon. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. The Jet passing game in rhythm. They've got another first.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll take it inside the 40 to the 39-yard line. Up to make the play defensively, Tre'Davious White.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage.
Blue 90.
They'll set up a throw. Ebron caught left side. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th.
He wasn't the primary target, but I think it was almost like a check down situation, wasn't it?
Yeah, hoping he can break some tackles, a big tight end, but he couldn't do it.
Yeah, get it to that big frame and hope he can scatter some bodies, unable to get it done.
These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration. Now, seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game and you look at the backgrounds of these kickers? It's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
And he breaks it all the way out to the 38-yard line. Great return. Back onto the field now comes the Bills offense. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on 3rd down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a 1st down and change our momentum?
Now he's going to send this one deep right side. So they took a shot on 1st down but couldn't connect.
And you just know when that play call came in, their eyes lit up because anytime you get a chance to take a big shot downfield, that's a lot of fun, and they missed an opportunity.
They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. Allen again here on 2nd and 10. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. Now a stoppage here as we've got a Bills shaken up on the play. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. First throw now for the backup, Bortles. Steps away to his left. He may try and run for this. And avoids the contact by sliding. Give him 7 on the tuck and run, and it'll get him a new set of downs.
We just saw a nice example of why teams often bring in baseball guys to teach quarterbacks how to slide in key situations. You want to protect your franchise guy. Make sure he doesn't get hurt. He did exactly that on that play. A perfect slide to avoid the big hit and pick up a first down.
Green 80. Green 80. 372. Lucy.
And here comes throw number 1 for the backup QB. Eluding the pressure right. Going to throw right side here. Complete. 14 yards, and the Bills will get a new set of downs.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a first down.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Bortles now on first down. Trying to set up the screen, and it's intercepted. Picked off around the 41. And the return stops just a few yards shy of midfield. They'll spot the ball at the 47-yard line. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10.
Set. Green 39. Green 39. Detroit.
On the carry, it's Cannon. And he'll fight his way forward to about the 48-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
They keep it on the ground. This time it's Yeldon. And he'll take it across midfield and into Buffalo territory. It's a 4-yard pickup there, and it leaves him with 3rd and 5. And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively.
Gun. Detroit.
He'll drop to throw. And he connects with Ebron. And he's taken down inside the 30. A gain of 19 and picking up the first.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it. Sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. And he hits his tight end, Ebron. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
On 2nd down, here's Yeldon. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts. as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime.
All right, here we go. 3-19. 3-19.
Back to throw now on first down. Flush to his right, and he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up second down. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. On the ground, Ellington. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. They get 6 here after the incompletion, and it'll leave them with a 3rd and 4.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
The Jets on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Here's Cannon. And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. And his kick is good. And that'll push the lead up to 13-0. Still a little bit of time left here in the second quarter, but they do get 3 before the half and expand that lead.
And they have to be happy about that. And we haven't met a team yet that doesn't put an emphasis on trying to get points on the board in the last 2 minutes of a half. They'll be real excited to have those up on the board.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is taken at the 3. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. The Bills getting set to go. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll work his way across the 30 to the 32. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. On 2nd down, here's Bortles. Over the middle, the catch by Coleman. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. You want the third quarter already? No problem. Let's do it. So we've hit halftime here at MetLife Stadium with the home team, the Jets, leading this one. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Now the Jets offense, they get ready to head back onto the field. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, I think you can take the spirit away from another team. That their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
It's still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Watch it now, Barney!
Now Ellington. Room to run past midfield. And finally down at the 36-yard line.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. So they move from 136 over to the other as they come up on 1st down.
Hurry up, here we go! Green 39! Green 39!
They'll run with Cannon. And a short gain down to about the 33. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out. but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
They go again with Cannon. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 10 yards is the pickup, good enough for a Jet first down.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense, because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And now running right through it. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. And he whips that one incomplete there.
Let's face it, you can run the route tree as many times as you want, get in sync, practice it, do all those things. But once you get to game speed, it doesn't always time up quite that well. That one goes incomplete.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for second down.
Gun!
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. They'll get 5 on the dump-off there, and that'll lead to a third down.
I know retirement ceremonies, a rocking chair is often one of the major gifts, but don't give this guy one just yet. He may be plus 30, but my goodness, how about that effort?
Yeah, he's not that old. Hey, I'm on the wrong side of 32.
You okay? You feeling all right?
I'll be all right.
Okay,
I
good.
just need some chocolate and a box of tissues. And they pick up the first down there with a gain of 4.
I hope we give enough respect to the big guys up front, because they have been getting it done on this drive. The holes have been large, and they've been barreling through them, picking up first downs.
Watch it now, Barney!
And on the ground they go with a running back. And a short pickup there down to about the 9. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority, because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
This is Ellington. And a nice pickup there. He gets about 5 down to the 4-yard line.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. Again, they run with Ellington. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. A great effort there with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Jets find a way to stretch their lead. Now for the point after. Extra point splits the uprights, and that pushes the lead up to an even 20. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. So here's the Bills offense now. They get ready for their first possession of the second half. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us.
And he's into the clear. 20. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. A big play there. His 17th touchdown now on the season. And the Bills cut into that lead. Well, he's used to running it that distance. Here he had to catch it, too, before making the run. Heck of a play for the score.
There's not many things better for an offense than a back who's a complete guy who can run it and catch it. And we just saw him complete a big-time play for a touchdown.
Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT, and that will shave one more off this lead. Gonzalez now to kick this one away. New York set to take the field. They were able to extend their lead with an opening drive touchdown here in the third quarter, but that just got matched a moment ago.
So we know that what they discussed at the half worked. Now, what are the counters to that, right? You don't just run the same things over and over. Some do, but many will also show something and then come back with something else to keep the defense off balance.
Here's Ellington. And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Watch it now, Barney!
Now a handoff looking right. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. That'll wind up going for a loss of 4. And that's going to lead to a 3rd and 11.
Detroit! Detroit! Gun!
Looking to throw. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. And here come the Bills. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, we'll see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. That's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
He's going to air one out. And that's caught inside the 30. And all the way down to the 26. A big play here for the Bills. 52 yards. So that changes things in a big way. Now from all the way down inside the 30, here's 1st and 10. And incomplete there, almost picked off. That's one you maybe expect your roaming free safety to come up with. But it's 2nd down. Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Bortles. And he comes back with one complete. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down. The Bills on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2.
11B.
Again, they'll throw with Bortles. Now that'll be caught by St. Brown. Good defense holds him to only a yard, and it'll be 4th down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Still just the third quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on fourth. They'll run for it with Smith. And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes this one down to the 15. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on fourth down. Back now here on EA Sports. The Bills have the football, but they trail here as we begin quarter number 4. The fourth down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. Now this time Bortles will throw. And this is caught for a Bills touchdown. DJ Moore, touchdown number 18 on the year. And the Bills draw a bit closer. And in the red zone, I guess this is why you have a guy like that on your roster.
Without a doubt, and if you have him, you use him because he's a guy who's going to win just about every time. I don't care what the coverage is.
Gonzalez now to kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. And the Jets set to take the field. This game is really flipped on its head. 2 unanswered touchdowns by the other side. And now they take over here with just a very slim one-score lead.
And we've seen this how many times now? Teams get a big lead. They go into coast mode. And all of a sudden they're scrambling and battling for a win down the stretch. They've got to put something together right here. Otherwise, they're in danger of doing the old snatching defeat from the jaws of victory. Well, it's tough to be a defender in today's NFL because there's so many things to account for in today's passing game, including the back sneaking out of the backfield. Not quite as bad as a turkey bowl where you have that center-eligible stuff, but still a lot of guys to account for.
Back to throw. Being chased down left. Ebron's got it. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. And that one results in 35 yards.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get down to about the 26-yard line. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2. I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
They'll set up to throw. They'll buy some time right. Eric Ebron, the big tight end, his intended target. And it's 3rd and short.
I think he's a little trigger happy right there, and it turned into an ill-advised throw into their zone.
Well, we know he has confidence. He'll throw it any place, anytime, anywhere. That time it fell incomplete. After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. Now they'll run it on the toss. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This to make it a 2-score game. And this one is right through. And that will make this a 9-point lead. So that's a big one. Obviously, Charles makes it a 2-score game, his 3rd field goal of the game, able to knock it through.
Yeah, not exactly free and clear yet, but as a defense, you get to play a little bit looser, don't you? Because you do now have a little bit of a margin of error, don't you?
And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. The Bills offense now, they get set to head back onto the field. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Looking deep downfield. And both guys were there, but it falls incomplete.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man on man. And you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
Bortles going to throw. He rifles one that's intercepted. Marcus May with a pick. And a return will be stopped at the 34-yard line.
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games, and now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 17 yards for the Jets there as they've got themselves a first down. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
The tackle goes there to Linval Joseph.
Oh, there's no doubt that this is a huge defensive series right here. They've got to hold them to a field goal attempt or less. Otherwise, this game just might be out of reach. Let's see if they can hunker down and get it done.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's eaten up at the line of scrimmage. Might have gotten a yard down to the 16.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level, because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat? And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave him with a 4th down.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but they still ate up time, got points. So while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
The Bills offense coming out, ready to take over. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because...
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A gain of 32 that time. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Throwing on first down is Bortles. He sets to fire deep. It got his man complete. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Equanimous St. Brown, his first touchdown on the year. And the Bills have cut it to within a score. And this is back to a 5-point game. Gonzalez now to kick this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. So out now come the Jets. After the touchdown we just saw, we have a brand new ball game. And now look at the situation. You got plenty of time on the clock. Defensively, they have 3 timeouts. So do you run the football here or do you throw it?
I think you have that full conversation with your offensive unit, and you tell them, here's the situation. They've got all of their timeouts, so we are not going to play this conservatively. We've got to attack them. We've got to make them use those, gain the ground that we need in order to put this game away. If you think we're just going to run it 3 times and punt it, you've got another thing coming.
Yeah, and by the way, also the 2-minute warning in play, so essentially 4 timeouts left.
They have to be aggressive here.
Time for a break. We'll come back for the electrifying conclusion after this. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. And now the Bills are going to stop it as they call a timeout. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Now this is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. On 3rd down, it's Cannon. That is not going to be any help as they dump him behind the line of scrimmage. They'll wind up losing 4 yards on the play, and it'll be 4th down. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. And now out come the Bills. And things are starting to move in the right direction. They get the touchdown last drive, then their defense gets them the football back.
Yeah, now they have a chance to get the lead if they can put something together here. And I'm eager to see how they decide to do it. Do they want to be methodical, or do they want to take the big strike and go after it right now?
Over the middle, complete. That's Coleman. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a 1st down. He's back to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down. Now the Bills will hustle to the line.
Yeah, he only gets a few yards on 1st and 10, but he's better off doing that than throwing an incompletion or even worse, an interception.
Back to throw. Flushed out right. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. And now maybe they want some extra time to talk about this 3rd and long play as we'll get a timeout. As they'll get it with just a shade under a minute to go in the game. They'll look to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. That's caught inside the 20. It's a big play for the Bills on 3rd down. 46 yards. Charles, just a gigantic play right there.
Absolute breakdown defensively, but take no credit away. A huge gain, and that turns things around.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. He'll look to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. He takes it across for the touchdown, and they've taken the lead late in the final minute of the 4th.
Wow, wow.
You and I have seen a lot of special comebacks. This one, pretty much unbelievable. Roaring all the way back from that huge deficit, now in the driver's seat.
Take the numbers out of it. It seemed insurmountable. It seemed monumental, like no chance you could get that done, but they did. Let's go back to the 92 NFL season, 93 playoffs. Houston, Buffalo, in Buffalo. Houston with the monster lead, and here come the Bills all the way back to win it.
Led by Frank Reich, correct?
Yes, Frank Reich was the quarterback. He had done it in college a few times. He did it in the pros with the Bills. How old were you then?
I was 10, but I remember it. And And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Now the Jets offense about set to take over as they head onto the field. They only need a field goal. Obviously the clock a huge factor. They'll be watching that. What do they need to do here, Charles?
Your sequence of plays has to get you out of bounds. Completions, get out of bounds, gain some yardage. Then when the clock hits 7 seconds or left, now you've got a decision. Are you in field goal range or is it Hail Mary time? Because from 7 seconds down, you don't want to take a shot that you're going to have another play.
We'll see how they handle it. Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete. Line of scrimmage, again the 25, 2nd and 10. Back to throw. And Stills over the middle. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as they get it with just 19 seconds left on the clock. This quarterback now 11 of 17 passing thus far. He's got his guys a 1st and 10.
All right, now, lucky 56.
They'll drop to throw. And he can't hang on to it. That would have sealed it. Instead, 2nd down. So he's unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark really start to finish.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is he just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
All right, now, lucky 56.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. And now maybe they want some extra time to talk about this 3rd and long play, as we'll get a timeout, as they'll stop it with 11 seconds remaining in the ball game. The Jets on 3rd down. They're right at about the league average, 40%, 4 for 10. This will be 3rd and 15. They'll look to throw here. Under pressure again, and down he goes again.
Well, when they